Folks, Jira Cloud is getting some new data limits and some guardrails put in place. So if you're using Jira Cloud, then you definitely want to listen up to this video. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and more importantly, share this video with your Jira administrators, anybody else that you know that uses Jira Cloud, because this is going to impact a lot of people. Let's jump in. All right, so a couple of changes are coming in March 2026. In fact, they're already here, and a few others are going to be coming in around September 2026. So let's talk about what's changing, why you should care, and how this is going to impact you. So let's start off with the easy stuff. This is the March 2026 changes. Again, most of these, if not all of them, have already been implemented, and so you might already be impacted by it, or you might not even be aware. In either case, you definitely want to be at least aware, because these changes could potentially cause some trouble for you. So the first change is the fields. You can now only have a maximum of 700 fields per space. And this is calculated by the fields that are in your field configuration that is then associated with the particular space. And you may have noticed whenever you go and create a new custom field that it's not automatically assigned to the default field configuration. I believe that this is going to be by design because Atlassian is trying to lessen the blow, right? Because historically, every new field went into that default field configuration, but that's not the case anymore. I'm assuming because Atlassian doesn't want you to hit this limit. So just be aware that there's a 700 fields per space limit now. For select list custom fields, there is a limit of 10,000 options per field across all contexts. Exceeding this limit will require consolidating options or reusing shared configurations to stay within boundaries. Trash fields do not count towards your 700 field limit, and there is no limit on the total number of custom fields across the site. So what this means is you can still create as many custom fields as you want. You just want to make sure you don't surpass 700 in any one field configuration that is associated with the space. Now, truthfully, I think I've probably seen the maximum that I've ever seen in my tenure here as a Jira admin, maybe 1,200 custom fields. But even then, most projects kind of divvy up the fields. So I don't think I've ever seen any one space with like more than, 50, 60 fields. So 700 feels kind of generous, but I would assume that folks moving over from the data center or server versions of Jira coming over to the cloud, they might be hitting these limits more. And that's not the only thing that's changing. We also have our work types changing. So you will be able to have a maximum of 150 work types per space. So again, this is going to be tied to your work type scheme. And so you want to make sure you keep it at 150 per space. This doesn't say it in the article, but it doesn't mean you can't have more than 150 custom work types. It just means that in any particular scheme that's associated with the space, you can't have more than 150. So just keep an eye out on that. And very similar to the custom fields, I would assume that this affects more on the data center than it does in the cloud. The most number of custom work types I've ever seen is probably like 70. And that's really, really high on average. Most people have like 20, 25. So I don't think you're going to hit that limit of 150. So I think we're safe on this one. Folks, I want to take a little second here to tell you a quick story that happened to me last week. I was working with the team. They were working on a Word document and everybody was collaborating in Confluence. And so naturally we uploaded the file to Confluence, expecting to edit the file straight from Confluence. But no, while I was able to attach the file, I was able to view the file, I couldn't edit the file at all. No editing of Excel, no editing of Word, no editing of PowerPoint, which is a huge pain in the butt if your company is using Office and Confluence and you expect to collaborate together. And so this created a versioning nightmare because every time we wanted to make any changes, we had to download the file, make the change, re-upload the file. Rinse and repeat for every single little change. Not fun for anybody. But then I found EcoTeam's Office for Confluence. And let me tell you, night and day, folks, everything changed. We were able to immediately be able to upload our Office attachments. So all of our Word documents, PowerPoint, Excel documents, all could be inside of Confluence. So now they live and breathe inside of Confluence. And the best part, you ready? We can edit them inside of Confluence. No extra licensing required from the Microsoft perspective. Anybody who had permissions inside of Confluence could automatically just edit. And it just saved so much time because we didn't have to download anything anymore. And the team could just simply edit the files. So if you've been struggling with trying to edit your Office files inside of Confluence, make sure you check out that link down below to start your free trial to Office for Confluence by EcoTeam. Now back to the video. But folks, those are just the changes from March 2026. we're going to have some changes that are also coming in September of 2026. And so what does those look like? Our field options, we're going to have a maximum of 20,000 options per field. And it seems like this is a bump up from the 10,000 we just looked at over here. So I think this is good. Work item security levels, you're going to be able to have a 50 maximum levels per space. I usually have like 2 or 3, so 50 I think is more than generous. Permission grants, maximum of 50 user space roles per permission. I usually have like maybe 6 on the high end. I think the most I've ever seen is like 10. So 50 I think still gives you a good buffer, but you might be hitting this. Releases, a maximum of 15,000 releases per space. Interestingly enough, this doesn't call out if it's released releases, like the ones that you've already kind of archived, or if this is just total or just new releases that are like in flight. So I would like some more clarification. I'm assuming that it's all releases regardless of type or status, I should say. And so I'm pretty sure this is going to be, but 15,000. I mean, even if you did one a day, that's 365 a day. That's still a lot. I think 15,000 is going to be a generous amount. Workflows, maximum of 150 workflows per space. This is going to be tied to that work type up from above from March. So that kind of makes sense. It's basically 1 for 1. Workflow statuses, maximum of 200 statuses per workflow. This one's huge, folks. I mean, I've seen some crazy workflows out there, but maybe 20 statuses is the craziest number I've seen, 20 to 25. So 200, that seems very, very generous. Folks, if you have 200 statuses, call me. Like, let me help you. This is not healthy. Components, maximum 10,000 components. Again, very similar to the releases, although 10,000, I feel like that's enough. I think most spaces would usually have like 15, 20, maybe 50 on the high end. So 10,000 feels very, very generous. I just kind of would have liked, just my own pet peeve here, I would have liked for this number to be the same as this number. And obviously in favor of the bigger number. Priorities, maximum of 100 priorities per space. I think this is fine. Most people can get away with 5 or 6 priorities, so this is more than enough. And then we're going to move on to some guardrails and best practices. So Atlassian as a whole, these are for the whole site, not just space specific. Work items, 18 million work items is what you're going to be able to have. I think the most I've ever seen is like maybe 1 million. So 18 million is still a pretty generous number. Spaces, 8,400 spaces per site. This is still very generous. I think the most I've ever seen is like 200, 250 spaces. So 8,400 is interesting. What I'm curious is where the heck did Atlassian get these numbers? Like these 18 million, 8,400 are very specific. I wonder if they have something to do with like memory or something like that, because it's a very specific number. Space roles. We're going to be able to have 5,000 space roles per space and 2,000 space roles per site. That doesn't feel right to me. Those numbers I feel like should be backwards. You should have, I feel like the site should have more than the space. Like, how are you going to exceed one over the other? Hey, I want to let you know about a special 2-day event that I'm doing completely free on October 27th and 28th in Dallas, Texas. This is going to be an in-person only event. We're calling it the Build It Together Atlassian Tools Community Conference, aka BIT Dallas. All you got to do is go to the link down in the description and log in to RSVP. Whatever email you use to log in, that's where we're going to be communicating with you. So make sure you remember that email that you're going to be using. This is going to be the event that you want to attend if you want to actually learn from real professionals, real experts, how to actually use the tools and actually do productive things that you and your company and your enterprise can use and leverage and hopefully get an ROI. Then make sure you sign up for this completely free event, October 27th and the 28th. Let your manager know, get those travel funds approved, and I'll see you in October. Anyways, they do give you some steps here on how to meet those limits and what you can do, some optimizations that are coming as well. If you're an enterprise or premiums, the Site Optimizer is going to help you clean up some of this stuff. And so keep an eye out for that. And then if you're in the standard plan, they want you to use like REST API. So maybe you can bytecode your way through some optimization there. But that's it for this one, folks. Be aware that these changes are coming. Some of them are already here. Some of them are coming in a few months. You want to be prepared. So if you need any help with any of this, make sure you give me a call. I'd be more than happy to jump on a quick call with you and try to figure out your best policy for cleaning up your Jira. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to the channel, now would be a great time for you to subscribe and also drop a like, because you know that algorithm likes those likes. And more importantly, above all, share this with your colleagues, your Jira administrators, your Atlassian administrators, whoever you think would be able to help or benefit from this, having this information, make sure you share it with them. Subscribe, drop a like, share. We'll see you in the next one.